Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever and whenever you are. My name is John, or Last Frontier Bricks, and this is my review of the Mega Construx Halo Infinite Banshee Breakout, which came out in 2020. It has 218 pieces, has the set number GBN24, has 2 figures, and you can find it still on Amazon for about $20. Despite this set only being 3 years old, it's already showing its age. It has the Mega Construx logo instead of Mega, a much more detailed box art on the front instead of the plain blue and purple you see on the front. But this thing does still look pretty good. This is actually based off, well, as I said, this is based off of Halo Infinite, so it has the banished red color for the Banshee instead of the standard Covenant purple. For the top of the box art, you see the Mega Construx and Halo logo along with your 2 figures on either side. Left side, you got your 2 figures. Looks like the Spartan just got a bit of a drop on the Elite. And on the side, you see that this once again has an alternate build. I believe it is called a skimmer. And on the back of the box, you can see a more beautiful box art, another image, closer image of the skimmer, plus the 2 main functions of the Banshee that the cockpit can open up for your lead. Plus, this thing has a couple of shooters. Plus, you also see your weapons, seeing that you have a focus rifle for your Elite, a Halo Infinite rifle for your Spartan, and a total of 6 shots for your launcher, as well as an advertisement for another set. And another thing this set shows its age with, this cannot be opened without damaging the box. You can kind of see right here, where you push in on the box. And then, well, there you go. Alright, so, let's see what all we've got in here. Alright, the instruction manual, we got one. I think this looks like, this is bag with some molded pieces, and another thing showing this thing's age, the figure, unlike the last 2 sets I've reviewed, you actually have to build these figures. Like, you can see the torso, the Elite here, and like the armor for Spartan, there's his head, right there by my thumb. So that's 2 bags, 3 and 4 and 5. 5 total bags of parts. And here is your instruction manual. Already showing off the 2 builds you can show, though it does say down at the bottom that it only includes the instruction for the main build, the Banshee. Yeah. And yeah, you already, and once again, there's another advertisement for the second build. And yeah, you actually do have to put your figures together. Anything on about the bottom page, how about the back? Oh, yep. Okay, we got an advertisement for more of the 2020 sets, all of which are actually on my wish list, especially these 2 down here. Both come with Master Chief, and I don't have him yet. Alright, so that's everything in the box. Let's go ahead and put this thing together, and we'll take a look at a full review of everything, starting with the figures. And for our first figure, which once again comes with the stands, we have ourselves a Spartan Recon. I gotta admit, I kind of like the mesh on top of here. Actually, kind of reminds me of June from Halo Reach. He's got the classic dark green in color for most of his armor, but he's also got this this dark brown mixed in with it. Probably pretty good for his reconnaissance missions, where he stay outside. Good prints over. The prints overall. Helmet looks like that dark orange or gold color for the visor. It doesn't look to be any spillover with the paint, so that's good. And for his weapon, he comes with a Halo Infinite rifle. Although, I'll be honest, having played Halo Infinite myself, I don't remember seeing this weapon. I really don't. Interesting color choice. Interesting color choice, like almost like a gray-purple combo. And I almost think it might be a grenade launcher down below. Of course, he can just clip his weapon on, and he's good to go. And yeah, good printing overall. Like the little detail show I've had here with some extra ammo for the rifle. Yeah, good looking figure overall. And for our second figure, for the pilot the Vangie, we have an Elite Ultra. Actually pretty basic when it comes to colors. Just white armor with a bottom a black undercoat. Although taking a look at the armor itself, just because it doesn't have any extra coloring doesn't mean it doesn't have good detail. Like there's a whole lot of grooves and cutouts in the armor, or a little bit of black on top. Almost wonder if that's an exposed head, and just two tiny light blue slits for eyes. But if those eyes are painted, they're painted very, very well. Hardly any spillover. Here's what he looks like underneath the helmet. And for his weapon, we have a Covenant focus rifle in almost a maroon red, which honestly looks pretty good. Very much fits the Banished color scheme of a focus on red instead of the classic Covenant purple. So there is your two figures. Let's go ahead and take a look at that Banshee. Alright, so here is the Banished Banshee itself. As you can see, it actually comes with about as basic of a stand as you can get. It's only like 4 pieces, 3 pieces for the bottom, plus a small translucent piece. It's connected from the stand to the ship. It connects a small 2x3 plate at the bottom with a translucent stud. As you can see underneath, you have not 2, 4, or 4, but a total of 6 flick-fire missiles. Well, I think they're more like spring-loaded shooters. Comparative to Lego, which is actually fantastic because like for example, with the upcoming Yoda's Jedi Starfighter, I can guarantee you only get 3 shots with that thing. Although admittedly, those things are both transparent and quite a bit bigger, so maybe that helps balance it out. Oh, and so it's basically as simple as it gets. Just pull back on. Let's see if I can do this without losing this. Just pull back, and there you go. And you get this pretty high up. I actually tested it just for the video. You basically, if you're holding this thing like a kid would be doing while flying around, and you fly this thing, those shots can actually go a good 20-25 feet. I actually measured it myself, and yeah, it's a good 20-25 feet. So these things can get pretty far, and they're also pretty darn easy to lose, because I actually had to fire a second one just to fire. When I tested, I lost one, and then I fired a second just to double check like how far this thing went. Fortunately, one of them, the second one landed right next to the first, so I ended up firing both at once. But yeah, these will go a good distance. But like I said, it's also easy to get lost. Probably why Mega decided to give you so many. Gotta admit, love the design on the ship. It's simple, but definitely effective. Yeah, it is a good looking ship. And love this big piece right here. Like this whole piece right here. This is all one piece.
On top of that, this beautiful metallic silver line that goes all the way from the front to the back, from the front to the back, bang, about as seamless and perfectly straight as you can ask for. Here's what it looks like inside the cockpit. You got a couple clips back here for your elite to put his rifle, and a simple printed control panel, which is actually transparent, actually. And here are your clips for to hook your elite into the ship. I'll go ahead and do that right now. Alright, just clip his hands onto the clips like so. Fold them in, and he fits in there pretty well. Like I said, go ahead, you can use the clip to attach his focus rifle. Pull it up, and there you go. You're good to go. You hardly even know he's in there. So that's a good. So I would say that is a good looking Banshee as one can ask for a price of what, $20. And as with quite a few of the Mega Construx Halo sets, this thing does come with an alternate build. So I went and picked up a second just to see what it was like. And it's quite interesting. It is called a Grimatur. As you can see, it still utilizes the spinning little shooters. Quite an interesting build. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be some kind of hovercraft. That's what it looks like on the bottom. Nothing too crazy. Although I will admit, mine is only slightly modified. First off, this 2x2 brick plate here is actually not part of the original build. The wedge plates just attach straight to the these studs right here. I just found that one of those wedges, when I attached it, it was like you could practically breathe on the thing and come off. I was like, I want a stronger connection. And on top of that, this other 2x2 red plate here. When I connected the elite's hands to these control panels, I was like, man, I can barely get that connected. And the elite's kind of got short arm. This elite kind of has short arms, and he can barely reach these control sticks. So I just put one more air plate in there. I was like, okay, that will do. Of course, there's a control panel. Basically almost forgot. You can attach like your weapon's hilt to your elite. I believe you go with a hole in the back. I believe you have the same thing with Spartan. So yeah, interesting build. Although be honest, I wouldn't say it's worth spending the extra $20 just to build this thing. If I was gonna spend another $20 on this thing, it's because I'd be wanting an extra Banshee. But I thought I'd show this thing off to you guys. Just for the sake of showing it off to you. Just in case you guys were interested. And here are the extra pieces from both of those versions of the set. Of course, the biggest pieces being the two big plates for the stand, and of course the two larger pieces for the cockpit of the Banshee that wasn't used in the Skirmisher. Actually, something I'm surprised I haven't shown off yet is that Mega actually has its own version of a brick separator. And one thing I also forgot to mention is that the first page in the instructions for most of these sets actually shows you instructions on just how exactly you're supposed to use these brick separators for your sets. So actually, very nice. But I don't know why, but every time Mega makes sets, they add a ridiculous amount of extra pieces, and basically split them up. This is basically what you get, split in half from each set, and it's like I said, it's kind of ridiculous. This is probably more More along the lines of what you would get from, like, I don't know, a couple dozen Lego sets. Hardly any extra pieces at all. Well, they give you a kind of ridiculous amount. So, I guess it's up to you. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I honestly don't know. Alright, so for my final thoughts and opinions on this set, personally, I very much enjoy it. And I definitely feel like you get your money's worth for this set. Like, take for example, like I said, the Yoda's Jedi Starfighter. You get a ship, probably about the same size as the Banshee, plus 2 figures, so not as big or detailed. And they ask you for $10 more. Although, admittedly, it does have 50 plus pieces on it over the Banshee. Although those pieces certainly aren't going to match up to, say, something as the size of the Banshee cockpit. Like, for example, the biggest thing you'll get out of that set is the cockpit glass for that, whereas the majority of the cockpit is brick built, which is probably where quite a few of those 50 extra pieces go. And like I said, you'd only get three spring-loaded, 3 ammo for the spring-load shooter instead of 6. Admittedly, again, you are looking at about $40 of stuff here instead of just 20, but still, I feel like it is certainly worth the money. Yeah. So, that is my final thoughts and review on the set. Good looking build, good figures. Definitely feel like you're getting your money's worth with getting this set. So, I would definitely suggest, if you are interested in Halo at all, especially like Halo Infinite, and you don't have a Banshee yet, I definitely consider picking it up. I definitely can give picking it up a good consideration. But that'll do it for my review for this set. Thank you for joining me for it. If you guys enjoyed it, you know what to do. Hit the like, subscribe, notification button, something on the YouTube algorithm. Let me know down in the comments what you thought of this review. Check out my channel and some more of my content on the end screen in just a few seconds. And I'll see you all in the next video. Later, everybody!